Let's move on to your boy, Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce has come up with his personal all-time top 5 NBA players. I'm going to read it to you. He's got Michael Jordan. He's got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He's got Bill Russell. He's got Magic Johnson. And he's got Kobe Bryant. He doesn't have LeBron James. Pierce says LeBron James never did anything to build an organization by himself, and his personal criteria is that you have to either build an organization or continue a tradition. Can you, Michael Wilbon, and I know you like Paul Pierce, can you endorse Paul Pierce's top 5?
I can understand it. I'm not going to argue with Paul Pierce's top 5. Now, you got to start with understanding that Paul Pierce in the 2000s, Tony, fierce rivalry with LeBron James wherever he was, Cleveland, Miami. So it was a big-time rivalry. So they're rivals, and they never were friends that I know of. And, you know, I know a little bit about this. But, Tone, you can't tell me that I couldn't put together a top 5 and put Bird or Kobe on it, Kobe or Bird on it, and not have LeBron. That's not my top 5. I wouldn't have that. But is it defensible? Is what Paul Pierce says using his criteria defensible? Can you make that case? Hell yeah, you can make it. Again, not my case. I have LeBron on mine. But I ain't going to say, oh, if you have Bird or Kobe in your top 5, you're a fool. I'm not going to say that.
Okay, so there's always a cutoff because there's always a finite number, and somebody or some more than one person are going to be left out who you can make a case for. I would point out that Paul Pierce grew up in Inglewood, California, and he went to the Forum and he watched the Lakers all the time, and then as a pro, he played for the Boston Celtics. 4 of his 5 guys are Celtics or Lakers, and the 5th guy is Jordan, and he couldn't put Bird on because Bird stood up and said, oh, Jordan's better than I am. So that was the end of that. And in terms of LeBron, as you're right, he hates LeBron, and he bears grudges, as we know, because he never talked to Ray Allen. You know, you can't, to my mind, you cannot put Kobe ahead of LeBron. LeBron in every statistical category. You cannot put
Kobe ahead of what?
LeBron in every statistical category has better numbers than Kobe Bryant, except championships. But he's been to more finals, and I would argue sometimes with lesser talent. So, no, I don't think you can do that. I don't.
Well, you can't have it both ways. One reason why Kobe's individual numbers are lower is he was playing with greater players, i.e. Shaq. So that's going to reduce some of Kobe's numbers. But regardless, again, and let me state again, LeBron's not only in my top 5, he's in my top 4 of all time. But, Tony, any survey that has Bird and Kobe in the final analysis, is it defensible? Of course it's defensible. You don't have to share the opinion, but you got it sounding like it's absurd to have Kobe or Bird. No, I'm sorry. I don't agree with that part.
What I'm saying specifically is absurd is the charge that LeBron never built anything, because he built it at Cleveland, and they got to the finals with not a very good team. He went back to Cleveland and he won the whole thing. And the irony in this with Paul Pierce is that Paul Pierce's one ring is because they had a big 3 on the Celtics, similar to a big 3 on Miami.
True.
Okay? So.
You know what you're lucky? You're lucky you're not looking at you're looking at the starting 5 is produced by our network, the great starting 5 for each franchise. Don't look at it, because it's going to make you crazy. Let me just say Rick Barry is not in the Golden State greatest 5, according to you. Just saying.
What?
Last week.
What?
I know. See, I just wanted to agitate you. Oh, you know, guess what?
You did.
Bill Bradley, not in the Knicks starting 5 because Carmelo's there. I'm watching your face. I'm watching your twitch muscles.
Move on.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.